Hey everybody, Craig Hester here, Basel World 2018. We are in the Vostok-Europe booth. I'm here with Igor Zablovsky, the Managing Director of Vostok-Europe. We've been having a great show so far, a lot of really cool stuff coming out this year. I want to give a special shout out to the Vostok-Europe Timepieces group on Facebook. I would say the most active Vostok-Europe group on Facebook. And a big thank you to everybody who continues to post on Energia Wednesdays and Lunacode Saturdays. And thanks for, I know everyone in that group is going to be watching this video. So today we are talking about what's coming out new in 2018 from Vostok-Europe, and they've got some amazingly cool stuff. I'm going to basically turn you over to Igor Zablovsky. He is the Managing Director of Vostok-Europe, the man, the myth, the legend, and we are going to go over this. Right now, the first one we're going to do in this one is going to be the Expedition Underground Everest, which is a new model coming out. There are some other models coming in 2018, but we don't have prototypes for them here in Basel. But we will do a quick vid today where we at least talk about what else is coming out. But we're going to start with the Expedition Underground Everest, to make sure I'm getting that right, because I got it wrong yesterday. So without further ado, Igor, let us know what we got coming up.
Okay. So, first of all, what is Everest Underground? It is deepest cave in the world. It's an unofficial name of Krubero-Voronia Cave, which is located in Caucasus Mountains in Georgia. And why this name? Why the new line has this name? Because 5 years ago, Vostok-Europe was a sponsor of Lithuanian-Ukrainian expedition, which achieved the deepest point of this cave, 2,197 meters, and the whole expedition took 2 weeks for these people. 2 weeks they were underground and could see the time only from Vostok-Europe watches with tritium tubes.
Right.
And it was exactly 5 years ago, so we decided to use this name of this cave for the new line of watches. For design, we took our famous expedition case and added uni-directional rotation bezel, but case we left the case the same as it was, 200 meters water resistant, stainless steel case, and the new watch will have 15 tritium tubes. But it's not all new, not only bezel, of course. New model will have automatic Seiko Epson movement with power reserve indication and 24 hours indication.
Everybody knows this watch here, the Expedition North Pole,
yes,
which has been around for several years now, is, I would say, probably your best seller in terms of total volume, because it's more of the, I would say, the entry level of Vostok-Europe,
yes,
for the guy who wants to try Vostok-Europe and then move up. So here you can see on the right is the original Expedition North Pole, where the dial goes all the way to the edge of the bezel because there isn't a rotating bezel. And so now they added a rotating bezel. Now, for those of you who love the style of the Expedition North Pole the way it is, I want to make sure everybody understands Vostok-Europe is not ceasing the production of this model. It will continue, and there actually will be new dials and new looks. This is another watch that will be in the Expedition North Pole collection. So you were saying earlier, Igor, we've got 2 new movements. Yes. One is a mechanical, and one automatic mechanical with more than one complication.
Yes.
And then we have the multifunction quartz,
high-end
quartz. So so what I'm holding here is the mechanical. Can I hand me that little pointer there? I'm going to show them. So here in the mechanical, we've got, this is power reserve. Right?
Power reserve lubrication, because the movement has power reserve more than 40 hours.
So you can see here. And then this one, this movement added, it has the 24-hour indicator.
Yes.
And for those of you who don't know,
when you're in the dark, for example, in the cave, you can see what time is it now, morning or evening.
Right, because you have the 24-hour indicator.
And it's also important for correct position of calendar ring.
Right. And for those of you who don't know what a power reserve is, and I think most of the viewers who would be seeing this would, but a power reserve indicator, obviously when you wind up a mechanical timepiece, in this particular case it's an automatic mechanical, which means it has a rotor that winds the watch while you wear it on your wrist, you get a certain amount of time that the mainspring will unwind over. So it's kind of like a gas gauge for a watch. And if you watch what I'm doing here, you'll see in this window, as I'm winding the watch, the hand moves over and we're headed towards 40 hours, which is the power reserve on this particular movement. So, and for this model, we have, what do we have? We have stainless steel.
We have 3 models in stainless steel.
Okay, so the one I'm
2
holding
sandblasted and 1 polished.
So here's the polish. This is the blue one, actually, that everybody saw the pictures. I gotta get that in focus.
It's not this one. The picture
Oh, it's that
was,
one. That's
yes.
right. That was the multifunction. Sorry. So this is a blue dial with the polished stainless, and then we have the other. Here's the matte. I want to show all the stainless first, and then here's the matte with your kind of a light charcoal gray. And I'm going to point out while I'm here, it's a sandwich dial. It's a sandwich dial with the tritium tubes on the bottom dial, and then there are cutouts on the sandwich dial, and then obviously on the hands. And then we have
gun color PVD plate.
Oh, that looks really cool. And this is what I tend to call the stealth look, Igor, because it's like a monochrome, a dark monochrome look. So it's kind of, I refer to that as the stealth style. Is this gun as well, or is this black? I think this is the gunmetal-y. Is this black or gun?
No,
this
no,
is
gunmetal.
Gunmetal, and then it has the rose. I can't seem to keep this in focus, guys. Sorry. Here we go. And then it has the rose indicators. Oh no, that's yellow. It has the yellow gold indicators on this one. Or is it rose? It's rose.
It's rose, of course.
It's my great aunt Rose. And actually, that's what we refer to as Russian red. Same strap that everybody loves on the expedition models, with the double tang buckle, with the rivets next to the case, with the 3 individual pieces of leather, and a multi-layered leather. So you're going to give us a close-up here. This is coming up next. We're going to be talking about the multifunctional quartz. So Igor's got a nice close-up here if you want to pull that over.
For multifunctional quartz, we have a chance to use the latest movement from Seiko Epson, which has, I would say, maximum possible combination of timing, which could be useful for any kind of people activity. So it is normal timing, hours. I'll show.
Okay.
It's hours, hour and minute hand with minute hands with two tritium tubes on our hand, long second hand, calendar, days of the month and days of the week indication. Then we have 24 hours chrono. Then we have wall timer. So the upper dial at 12 o'clock shows time in second time zone. Then if you push the upper button, the second hand will show you the city where is this time. So it's wall timer.
That's cool.
Then we can push lower button and we'll go to chrono mode. And the watch became 24 hours chrono. Then we can push the lower button again, and we go to 24 hours countdown. And we can push the button again and go to alarm, 24 hours alarm, on off. We can on off this alarm. In that case, upper dial became indicator of time of sound alarm. And I can show how it's working real watch. This is a real watch of the same model. So this is real watch, or the same as you could see before in the rendering. So this is now it's mode of real or normal watch. We see timing, second hands, days of the week, and time in the second time zone. Where is this time? We can push the button, and this hand shows us a time, the name of the city. Where is this time zone? Then down, where second all hands goes to opposite direction. Next, after countdown, we can go to sound 24-hour sound alarm mode. We show it now. We can switch on and switch off the sound alarm, and time of the sound alarm we can see on the upper dial. And then we go back to the normal watch mode with second time zone indication.
Cool.
So it is beautiful movement, very reliable for people, for our customers who knows our previous models with YM26, YM86. This is a combination of these two movements in one on the same base. So it's a fantastic movement. And for this line, we have 4 different colors execution. So sandblasted with blue PVD. Okay.
Okay.
Then we have
yellow dye
with black PVD case.
Okay.
And blue button, yellow button, and fully polished case with red button and second hand.
Okay.
And black PVD case with dark blue dial and the blue button.
Oh, I like that.
Yellow button, sorry.
So this is black PVD. Is that a blue, or is that
Dark
kind
blue?
of like a
Dark blue.
It's a dark blue, almost like a little bit of a lavender to it. And you said earlier, you were telling me that the blue on this case is actually going to be darker, right?
A little bit darker.
A little bit darker.
Yes, this is too light
'Cause-
it's just sample.
Right. These are
It's a
just
handmade
these are the
sample.
prototypes, right?
Handmade sample.
Yeah, everybody knows that. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 executions. I know that the next question you guys are going to ask. Well, first of all, Igor's going to show us the packaging on this, and then I'm going to talk about some other questions I know that we're learning from these guys. So let's look at the packaging.
But what is important, as we are making watches for expedition,
Right.
every watch will come in water resistant and shock resistant dry box, which you can use even in water in different conditions, because it's absolutely hermetical packaging, and watches like this. So every watch will come with silicone and leather straps, and with special survival tool from Vostok-Europe. This is just a prototype. I cannot show you the final features, but it will be tritium tube here, and inside will be 2 screwdrivers. I can show you one. Another screwdriver for our other watches like Lunar, then fork for replacement of these straps, and it will be a short knife inside. Every watch will have this survival kit.
I want to make sure everybody understands, though, that we are working with MB Microtech. You guys know that the import restrictions on tritium stuff, tritium material watches and other things in the U.S. are a little stricter than some other countries. So we are actually working with MB Microtech to make sure that we're going to be, to make sure that we'll be able to import these, and we certainly hope we will. So there you can see it's going to be a multi-tool piece that will come with the watch.
Or survival kit.
Survival kit. Survival kit.
So it will be tritium tube, 2 screwdrivers, and knife. It's really cool.
I really hope we can import
And
these.
by the way, every watch will have a beautiful case back, this pattern of the man in the cave, and description of this series.
Awesome. So I know the two questions that our fans have burning is when are they going to be out? And as I understand, this is you're shooting for September.
We plan to make it in September.
Okay. So it'll be the fall, guys. I know you're like, I'm seeing these prototypes now and I want the watch tomorrow, but these are going to come out in September. And then price point, we're going to be...
The price point will be logical for Vostok-Europe watches because it will be slightly higher than our HR line, but significantly lower than Lunaport line.
Okay. So that gives them an idea of what we're talking about in price point. I'll tell you guys, I'm really excited about this one. I'm really looking forward to this. I've always liked the Expedition case. I actually have more than one in my personal collection, and I know you guys don't believe me when I tell you that I don't have one of every Vostok-Europe in my personal collection. I don't. If my wife would let me, I probably would, but I can't. Even as an English distributor, I can't afford to have one of every one. But I will have one of these in my collection. I haven't quite decided which one's my favorite. I will tell you, I really like. This is something new here. You guys haven't done this where it's almost like a vignette on the dial, where you've got the bright in the middle and then it darkens as you run to the edge. I really like it. I think this may be my favorite, Igor. I really like the way you did the dial on this particular execution. And I'm a fan of matte sandblasted faces anyway. So. All right, everybody. Well, I'm Craig Hester. We're here at the Vostok-Europe booth in Basel 2018, and these are the new Expedition Underground Everest for the expedition to the deepest cave in the world, where they wore Vostok-Europe watches when they broke the world record for the deepest cave dive ever. And now we're coming out with a 5-year anniversary of that momentous event with the new Expedition Underground Everest from Vostok-Europe. Igor, thank you very much.
Welcome.
Always enjoy seeing new items here in Basel. I'm Craig Hester, and keep watching.